to everybody. And you can go on and on. And what they give you is the excuse. So you must use the measures other people use. Let nobody tell you Nigeria is a poor country. It's a very rich country. It's a country that can feed itself. Today, Ukraine is at war, but Ukraine sent grain to Nigeria to help them fight hunger. Because we are number 109 hungriest country in the world. You must help to change that. All these territories you're seeing are agricultural field. So they tell you about Sambisa Forest. It's an agricultural field. It's a very simple thing. I don't think it will take you more than 3 hours or 4 hours to drive all through the Sambisa Forest. But I can tell you that if you go to Morocco today, from Casablanca to Port of Tangier, it's about 366 kilometers or thereabout. And it takes you 4.5 hours. And on both sides, all you will see is cultivated land that will feed the people. We can't have such places threatening us. It just shows we don't have competent leaders. We have capacity, we have compassion, we have vision to be able to do anything. And that is where you belong. And that is what you have to do. So I urge you, as we celebrate our founder, you could see what you're celebrating today is vision. And that's leadership. Because if he didn't think about it, he wouldn't be here. So we must change our method. You must embrace to live in a society that you can live. You must choose to do what is right today. You must help us to end this suffering of the people. You must choose to live in peace and adopt meritocracy, competency, all this as a measure of selecting those who you live with, you work with, and serve you. You must look at what will benefit the society. You must think for the interest of everybody. You must work to live in a society that is secure. A society that will care for everybody. And it is not rocket science. Other societies are doing it. But it requires people to change their conception and perception and think in the right ways and use the proper ways of measuring development, not adopting their own, not creating their own sin, where you say, Peter, you're not doing well. He will start shouting at everybody and say, I know what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is right, or you don't know where I made this country, or do you know what I saw when I came? That is not leadership. Leadership is to say, I'm wrong. Let's do the right thing. Because you're wrong. Nobody knows everything except an idiot. Leadership is about listening. It's about living a life that is exemplary so people can see it. You don't live a life that is wrong and refuses to change. A leader must be a learner. He must listen and he must learn and be able to make the right choices and ensure that those around him are people who are equally competent. You cannot go and hire a conductor as a driver and a driver as a conductor. You have an accident. They have their jobs. Everybody must do his job. I hope the pilot will take me back. I'm not a pilot. I cannot do his job. And I can tell you, The young girl that flew me here is not more than 27 years. And when I saw her, I said, young girl, how long have you been flying? She said, 2 years. But I entered because he was a qualified pilot. I don't have to say, hey, my daughter is older, please, I won't enter your plane. No. Because she's qualified. And that's the type. And what I learned, because of the one difficult situation we found ourselves in Africa, particularly in Nigeria today, families are separating. Families are separating and going to live in different countries where they will not have the opportunity of living together. Because even parents now are asking the younger ones to leave to where they find a better life, considering the difficulties that are here. So on that, I must thank the students of this university and thank their parents that are here. You must congratulate yourself. I know some of you want to jump, but please, thank you for being here. And look at the cultural diversity. When the president was coming here, he told me every state is represented here, and several countries are represented here. And when I look at this, I look at the future of the country.
So guys, in case you don't know, the biggest challenge Nigeria has today is INEC. I mean INEC. And to be specific, the INEC chairman, Mahmoud. These are the biggest problem Nigeria has. If you check out on Twitter, you must have seen people, saying that there shouldn't be election if there is no reform. There shouldn't be election, the presidential election come 2027 if the INEC chairman is not removed. Because Nigerians have come to understand that INEC remains our biggest problem, followed by the judiciary and all those that help to accomplish, the election fraud that we used to see during election. So INEC, it appears INEC has vowed that they will never allow Nigerians to be the one to choose their leaders. So INEC is now a body that decides who becomes the Nigerian president, and it has to do with who is the highest bidder, who is the highest bidder. Look at what happened during the 2023 presidential election. Everybody was thinking the INEC was going to learn. They went to Kogi, they did the same thing. They went to Edo, they did the same thing. They went to Ondo, they did the same thing. So you see, it's just going around without any change, without any improvement, without anything showing that INEC is really out to save Nigeria. So you can see that it's like a gang, Their mission is just to destroy this country. So, in case if you've forgotten, ex-president Obasanjo was saying that INEC chairman should be sacked. Enough of this man. Enough of him disrupting the progress of this country. Enough of INEC chairman trying to rubbish the risk that Nigerians do take. You know what it takes for you to come out and vote, for you to even get your PVC, for you to go to vote. The risk involves security risk and all kinds of risk, only for you to try and vote, and you'll be told that your vote has been rigged. It has been given to someone else. That's the worst thing that has ever happened to this country. So guys, you can imagine after Tinubu came into power, it appears these people are still confused as to what to do, how to address the challenges, what next to do. And honestly, when you look at what is happening in Nigeria, you know that there is no leader. It appears we don't even have anybody called president. Nothing is working. Just impoverishing people, making life more hard and miserable for people, making children, to leave school, making parents to feel so sad that they can't afford to pay children's school fees. So you can see that these people, they don't have any mission for Nigeria, if not to worsen the situation of things in this country. And that is why we all must join our voices together in calling for reforms and the removal of INEC chairman. Let's have a system that works. Let's have a system. Somebody said, without things, changing. Tinubu is definitely coming back in 2027, because with what we've seen, or what we saw during the 2023 presidential election, what we've seen INEC do across Nigeria in all these governorship election, just know that there won't be any changes. So guys, I don't know what you make of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to all.